Imran, Obama has been in power now a year. Are you impressed with his first year in office?
I have to say I'm extremely disappointed. Someone who prayed for Obama, I find his performance, and I'm talking specifically about the so-called war on terror, I find that very disappointing because basically, as far as Pakistan and Afghanistan are concerned, it's the same policies of George Bush. So it's George Bush plus. In other words, he's escalated the violence. This whole idea of a surge, I don't know what it's going to achieve, but I know it's going to kill a lot of people. And most of the people killed will be innocent.
And yet he got the Nobel Peace Prize. What do you think that was about?
I think it was Hugo Chavez who said that it's like giving a trophy before the match starts. There has to be some performance to get a Nobel Prize. And his speeches were what made us pray for him. But we didn't realize that when he meant about ending the war, he only meant Iraq. And what is happening in Afghanistan is, and Pakistan. Pakistan, the escalation of war, where US is bombing its own ally. I mean, this is also unheard of. Here's Pakistan allied to the US. Pakistani soldiers are dying. Pakistani citizens are dying. Pakistani economy has collapsed. The more the US has pressed Pakistan to do more, the more Pakistan has bombed its own people, the more suicide attacks, the more terrorism, the more radicalization, the more of an economic collapse, specifically in the frontier province. Huge unemployment. And now this surge, this will only add to all this.
But who's advising him?
Well, if there's one Pakistani who's advising him, and all from Pakistani point of view, I can say is that with friends like that Pakistani, we don't need enemies. But otherwise, I think he does not understand the issue. I don't think Obama understands the Afghanistan, the tribal area issue. He doesn't understand the Pashtun, the character of the Pashtun, and he hasn't sort of studied the history of this area. He hasn't realized that the Russians killed 1 million Afghans, and they were fighting more intensely than when they were in the beginning.
But the Vice President is very familiar with the area, and surely that was regarded as one of the plus points.
Well, we had the Biden-Lugar bill because Joe Biden clearly understood it was a question of winning hearts and minds. Terrorism is an idea. You only win the war not by bombs, but when you win the people over to your side. So hence the Kerry-Lugar bill. But it's all going to go waste if the drone attacks are going to increase, which is what they have happened so far. And if the surge is going to just kill more people. In 2009, there were 44 drone attacks. This is the figures released by the Pakistan government. They killed 708 people. We don't know the number of people injured. And remember, people who get injured in these bombings are minus legs and arms, maimed. But we don't know the numbers, but we know that 700 civilians, innocent civilians got killed, and there were 8 terrorists that got killed in these 44 attacks. Now, what does he expect? Should we be surprised that Pakistanis now, 80% Pakistanis consider America a bigger enemy than India, who we've fought 3 wars with?